Friends, we find ourselves in the midst of a full-blown trade war, orchestrated by President Trump. This isn't just a minor skirmish, it's a full-scale economic battle. On February 1st, 2025, he unleashed a barrage of tariffs on Canada and Mexico. The move sent shockwaves through the global market, a casual 25% on all goods. Imagine the impact on everyday items we take for granted, because nothing screams amicable neighbor like slapping a hefty tax on everything they send your way. The repercussions were immediate and far-reaching. He also threw in a 10% tariff on Canadian oil just for good measure. This move targeted one of Canada's most vital exports. According to Trump, it's about combating fentanyl and illegal immigration from Mexico. But the economic strain was felt on both sides of the border. And Canada? They're apparently guilty of abusive trade practices. This accusation added fuel to an already blazing fire. Trump also set his sights on China, hitting them with a 10% tariff on all goods. Spoiler alert, it won't end here. The global economy braces for what's next. Canada and Mexico, caught off guard by this economic sucker punch, were not about to take it lying down. Both nations quickly mobilized their resources and strategized their responses. Canada retaliated with tariffs of their own, targeting key American exports. 25% on $20 billion worth of US goods, including beer, wine, and vegetables. These tariffs were designed to hit American farmers and producers hard. They announced plans to slap tariffs on an additional $85 billion worth of goods within 3 weeks, escalating the trade tensions further. Mexico, while not as specific, made it clear that it would not be bullied. Their response was swift and resolute. President Sheinbaum announced retaliatory measures, leaving everyone to wonder what that entailed. And then there's China, a major player in global trade. They promptly filed a case with the World Trade Organization and promised unspecified countermeasures, adding another layer to the unfolding trade war. The global markets did not react well to this outbreak of economic warfare. Asian markets took a nosedive. The Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq all followed suit. The US dollar surged to a 20-year high against the Canadian dollar. Economists began fretting about inflation, but hey, at least the American consumer can rest easy knowing they're single-handedly winning a trade war, right? The political fallout from this trade war has been about as subtle as a Trump rally, loud and divisive. In Canada, Prime Minister Trudeau, feeling the heat from both the public and his party, decided to resign, a move that shocked many. His potential successors are united in their support for strong retaliation, vowing to protect Canadian interests at all costs. Meanwhile, back in the US, the political response fell along predictable lines, with each party sticking to their usual rhetoric. Democrats denounced the tariffs as a disaster in the making, warning of economic downturns and strained international relations. Republicans, on the other hand, praised Trump's bold leadership, claiming it was a necessary step to protect American jobs and industries. And as if all this wasn't enough, the Trump administration found time for some other interesting decisions, adding fuel to the fire. Elon Musk convinced the White House to give his deputies access to the federal payment system, a move that raised many eyebrows. The administration also removed LGBT health and vaccine information from federal websites, sparking outrage among activists and health professionals. Just another Tuesday in the American dumpster fire, as the rest of the world watches on in a mixture of horror and morbid fascination, wondering what could possibly come next.